Hi, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn, and I want to welcome you to the channel. If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so that you get email notifications of new videos when I upload them, and I upload all the time. If you are returning, welcome, 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 welcome back. If you are in need of support one-on-one, send me an email if you'd like to chat, or if you'd just like some response by email, I'm more than happy to do that. And if you are in need of being included in our meditation, please let me know that and I'll go ahead and add your name to the list. Okay? Also, I hope that all of you are staying healthy and staying, well, uplifted. We have had a week, not only in the astrological world, but also if you're living in the U.S., we have a new president and vice president. And this kind of signals a new beginning, a new time of hope. So that I hope that you'll take this weekend and really start to look at and reflect back on your life, the last year, and what it is that you really truly would like to see happen in 2021 for yourself. So take some time this weekend and really go deep within, even if it's only a half hour in meditation. Dedicate some time to yourself so that you can really begin to focus on your own self-care. Being kind to ourselves is something that we need to do more of. Okay? All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into the read for the day. As you know, I always start with my sound bowl. Sorry about that. And I do it 3 times for mind, body, and spirit. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into the weekend read. As always, I share with you which decks I'm using. So today we're going to be using Angel Answers. We're also going to be using Colette Baron Breed's Wisdom Oracle. And we're going to be using Michelle Motavis or Motivus Shamanic Healing. All right, so I am combining Oracle cards along with the angel cards because they work very well together. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what our healing message is for the weekend. I have already shuffled the cards. I didn't want to use up your time by doing that. And we're going to see exactly what it is that we're getting from Spirit as to. Before we do that, let's call in the angels. Sorry about that, forgot. Okay, as always, I have my rose quartz and for unconditional love and the heart link. Okay, and we've talked about the heart link, but if you're new, this is called the heart link, joining your middle finger and your thumb. And what it does is it starts an energetic vibration up your arm, through your heart, up through your soul star, and up to the angelic realm. And what that does is it puts you in touch with the angels. And it can be archangels, the cherubs, the seraphims, and all of the different realms of the angelic world. And we can say, angels, accept my heart link invitation and join your energy with mine. Today, guide us, support us, surround us, inspire us. Archangels, come in to this reading. We're going to bring in the spirit of Archangel Raphael, the divine physician, to assist us with healing. We're going to bring in the energy of Archangel Michael to provide support, guidance, and protection. We're going to bring in the energy of Archangel Uriel and Archangel Gabriel, both of whom are going to give us that extra boost of wisdom that we so are in need of at this time. We're bringing in the energy of Angel Ariel. Ariel oversees the planet the animals, babies, nature. And we're going to bring in the energy of Zachiel and Angel Daniel, both of whom help us with forgiveness, letting go of burdens that no longer serve us. Thank you, angels. Thank you, our spirit guides. Thank you, our individual spiritual teams. Thank you, our guardian angels. Thank you, ascended masters. I hear Mother Mary is coming in. I hear Jesus is coming in, Buddha, Kuan Yin, and Isis. Wow, we got a powerful team here today. All of them we are so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. We're so grateful and thankful for all you do in our life. We're so grateful and thankful for each and every blessing. We are so grateful and thankful for each and every opportunity. We are so grateful and thankful for every challenge that shows up and the lessons that they bring. Angels, thank you. Thank you for all our loved ones. Thank you for all the people who show up in our lives. And thank you for direction as we go about enjoying our human experience as we are on this spiritual adventure. Thank you, angels. Thank you, 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 thank you. We also are extending thank yous and blessings and of gratitude for all benevolent beings through all space, time, and dimension. Thank you for coming into this reading. Thank you. Okay. Just felt the cold breeze go past me. My pups, Lady and Coco, our co-hosts, have been having a challenging week this week, especially the little lady girl. And so they're kind of in hot water with their mama today, this morning. So maybe this reading will help them as well. Yeah. I hope you have something really fun planned for yourself. If all it is just sitting and watching nature, that's always fun. All right. So, Spirit, what is the overriding theme for the weekend? First card will be overriding theme for the weekend. That includes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. The overriding theme is grounding. So we are being asked, especially since if I'm reading this right, card number 36, grounding. In numerology, when we take the numbers 3 and 6 and add them together, we get the number 9. 9 is the number of completion. So something has been completed. Something has been learned, I'm hearing, and something has been settled. They're saying this weekend, really focus on what it is that you've been, I'm hearing, going around and around and around about. You know the decision that needs to be made. You've kind of hesitated making it out of fear. They're saying that it's all going to work out. Once you let go of the fear of this, you're going to start to see some miracles begin to happen. You're going to start to see some things shift. This weekend, I'm taking when I have one call that I'm going to take today. Fridays are usually my play day, and I usually do the weekend read that day, and that's it. And then I just play. And play for me can be going and sitting by the beach, taking my lunch and going and have a meal by the beach, and in my chair, and I just set up and I sit there, and I sit there for a couple hours or until I get cold. Because right now, our high today is 59 degrees. I was like, what? We're on the central coast of California. How is it only 59 degrees? Anyway, that's what it is for today. But we did have 85 on Monday, so I guess the balance is out. But anyway, back to grounding. What is grounding? Grounding is all about connecting to the energy of Mother Earth. Maybe that's why Angel Ariel came in. And how do we ground? So you can do it in a number of ways. You can take an ice cube and place it right here on your wrist. That can ground you, because that is shifting your energy. And it can be either wrist. It doesn't have to just be one. You can also ground yourself by putting some salt in your hand and just rubbing them together. That can be grounding. If you're washing your hands and you feel off kilter, add a little salt. We're just talking about a little. It can be a tablespoon amount, and just rubbing your hands with it, and really rinse them off well, and put some lotion on. But that can be grounding. Another way you can ground is walking around barefoot outside. I know it's winter in many places, and sometimes people don't want to walk barefoot outside, but put on some socks. That can be grounding, walking on Mother Earth. Another way that you can ground is to take your right hand and put it on your left knee. Put your left hand on your right knee. Close your eyes for a few seconds or for a few minutes if you have the time, and just think about what it is to be calm. Go inside and think of what it is to be calm. What it is to be calm. Because remember, the moment that you're in will pass, and it will be all right. At the time you're going through whatever it is you're going through, because I'm hearing someone out there is struggling, someone is out there needing to really reset their energy. And that's how we reset our energy, by grounding. We use Mother Earth and the elements of Mother Earth because that's where our energy comes from. You can for grounding. You can also, if you have the time, sit. Imagine a beautiful sunbeam is beaming down on you. And you sit like you're in meditation with your palms up to receive. And you sit there and just imagine this beam just beaming down on you and only you. And start to feel all of the tension, frustration, and all of those energies go into Mother Earth. And they go right down to the core of Mother Earth, where they are transformed into this beautiful energy. So allow all of that energy to drain out of you. And then allow for the calmness and the feeling of being at peace come up. And when we allow that to happen, we can really shift our energy. And when we can shift our energy, that also means we can shift our mind. And we can shift what is coming up for us in a way that would allow us to truly, truly have the blessings that are really intended for us. And so try that and see how you feel after you've done that. Okay, another way you can ground your energy is by taking salt in the bathroom, and when you take a shower, after you've done everything, and you're not going to put it on your delicate parts or your face, but you just take some salt in your hand and you just do a light scrub on your body and rinse off really well. If you do it at night before bed, watch and see how differently you sleep. And if you do it consistently, start to notice how you may go to sleep and you're more well rested than you would be where you just went to bed, went to sleep, and got up the next day and you still feel tired. So start using salt in the bathroom, in your shower. If you're taking a bath, you can just take a handful of it and put it in the tub. Yes, it's going to dissolve. Great, because it's going to go down the pipes and clean them out. So salt is good for pipes. It's good. So and it's also good for clearing crystals. So if you have crystals, I have little salt dishes all around my house. I don't have one on the desk right now, but I have them all around my house, and I put my crystals in there to clear. When I come in and I take off my jewelry, I put my jewelry in the salt, or I lay it on top. And what it does is it gets rid of all of the other energies that we pick up when we're out, and it releases them. So that when you're wearing your jewelry, when you're working with your crystals, when you're wearing your crystals, you are only connecting with your energy and that of the crystal, because each crystal has its own properties. So my little crystal here, this rose quartz, is one that I keep on my desk, and it is for unconditional love. And I set it in salt, and when I feel like it's cleared, I take it out. I also clear my crystals when there is a new moon and a full moon in the sunshine of that energy. I don't do it at night because one of my teachers had told me you can do it at night under the moon, but you have to stay up and make sure it gets full moon for a couple of hours, or full, especially at the full moon, make sure it gets full moonlight, no shadows, because in those shadows, little creepy crawlers can come in, and we don't want other entities or other energies that are not loving and kind and our own. So be careful with how you clear your crystals. And if you feel like you don't want to stay up during the new moon and do that, or the moon is overcast, put it in salt. Salt's always a good way of clearing not only you, but anything that you have around you. Another way to clear the space is to use incense. How do we ground? Get some grounding incense. You could use, this one is one of my favorites, Nakshapa. You can also get cinnamon and use it. I will sometimes put together, I will sometimes put together a blend when I use a cone. Or if I'm using a scented candle, you can always add, just put a little dash of cinnamon in there. Put a little dash of nutmeg in there. It's not going to hurt anything, but it is going to make things smell really good. Okay? All right, so I've pulled, as I was speaking, pulled 3 cards for the weekend, one for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The first one that comes up is Happy, Happy. And you can see this beautiful being is sort of sitting like on top of the world and has a star in her hand, and she's just as happy as she can be. And that smile is absolutely precious. And they're showing a younger person, partly because when we can connect to our younger part of ourselves, we can also really tap into how we used to feel when we had no cares in the world, when everything was going well, and when we felt like we could do anything. That's the part of us that we can tap into. It's called our inner child. And you have an inner child. Everyone has an inner child. We may not always pay attention to our inner child, but we have one. And that part of us is just waiting to be nurtured. And why do they call it the inner child? Because that is when we were forming the being that we are today. And yes, we might have transformed and evolved and become very different than we were when we were younger, but there's still that part of us that is innocent, that is loving, and that is trusting. And when we can tap back into that, we can make happy times again. Okay? Watch children playing. They don't play with how to get over on somebody. They don't play with the intention of being, mean. They play with this innocence that is it's so unfiltered and so just beautiful. They haven't been taught to hate. They haven't been taught to, do any of the lower energies that we are taught, that we learn over time. So, and I want you to see all my wires, so we're going to tip it just a little bit. And so that's one thing for this weekend. Try to tap into that innocent part of you. This other card that's coming up, again, the theme, the number 9. I'm sorry, Happy Happy was the number 26, which when we add those numbers together in numerology come up to 8. 8 is the symbol of infinity. And yes, we can have happiness taking us on through infinity to infinite times. Now, we're coming up on the next card. It's number 9. Again, the theme of 9 from the first card, which was grounding. Remember, 3 and 6 equals 9. Now we have Treasure Island. And this is the number 9. And has a beautiful tortoise on here swimming with this beautiful, beautiful basket on their back, and lots of butterflies and hearts and all these wonderful things coming out. This is symbolizing abundance. And abundance is far more than just money. One can be an abundant person without that. One can be abundant with health. One can be abundant in their spirituality. One can be abundant in many ways. One can be abundant in love. One can be abundant with love from family, from friends, from community. Those are people who you walk around and you see, wow, they really seem to have it all. And sometimes they do. Sometimes it is the way they show up in the world. But what this message is saying to me is that we can tap into that. Use this weekend to go inside and look and see, where is that abundant spot within you? And if you cannot locate it, then you got some work you need to be doing. Not a lecture, just an observation. Oh, goodness. And here we are with the card, the observer. And the observer is, let me put my glasses on because I cannot make out what this animal is. Oh, wow. What are you? Oh, you're a beautiful, beautiful fox. The observer. And there is the man in the moon. See right here? There's the man in the moon. And the observer is here with, looks like, binoculars, looking up into the heavens, observing. Maybe that's what we need to do this weekend. Take some time out to just observe. Watch young children playing, not in a stalky, weird way, but watch the innocence of a young child as they're playing, and the giggles and the laughter. And, you know, they giggle about anything. They giggle when they see bubbles in the air, you know. Just allow them to enjoy that part of themselves. And allow yourself, and observe how they enjoy that part of themselves, and then allow that to come up in you. You know, what does it mean to go by a thing of bubbles and you walk around blowing bubbles? It'll bring smile to your face as well as others. Find ways to uplift your spirit. No one else can do it but you. Yes, people may call and you'll feel uplifted and excited, and that's always wonderful and good, especially as many of us are on lockdown and settle in place. But you can also do that for yourself. You know, you're at home. Start blowing bubbles if you have them around. You know, start being creative. Do something creative this weekend. I think I'm going to do a creative project, and if I do, I'll share it with you on Monday. Now, one rule, you can't laugh. I'm not an artist. So whatever I do, just say, oh, okay. So let's see what the angel message is for this weekend, okay? Because we have ground ourselves, happy, happy times, tap into that. Treasure Island, something beautiful and wonderful may happen this weekend for some of you. And to observe and watch and see how things are going. And where you see things that you'd like to go better, start to look at how you can make that happen. The angels are giving us two messages here for this weekend. The first card that's coming out is the situation will improve. And that's for someone who is really needing to be inspired, I'm hearing. They may have a situation, sorry about that, they may have a situation where they may need to sit back for a minute and allow things to unfold in the way that they're going to. And no, don't force it. It's not going to work if you force it. And it may get a little sticky if you do, because we don't want to be manipulative in our relationships or in our lives. That serves a different purpose, and it also is a very low vibrational energy. And on this channel, we are seeking to uplift the planet, uplift ourselves, and live our lives from a place of abundance, live our lives from a place of happiness and joy and peace and calm. And while we may not feel joy all the time, we can be at peace and we can feel calm. And, you know, have you ever sat around and just, there was nothing wrong? There was nothing going on? You know, when we release things and just let things be, we can find a sense of peace in our lives. So this weekend, start tapping into that sense of peace in your life and start looking at, what does peace feel like? What does peace sound like? All right, what does joy feel like? And what does joy sound like? So that's a lot for you to do this weekend. You have today, tomorrow, and Sunday. No matter what's going on in your world, I pray that you have an amazing, amazing weekend, and that you take some time out for yourself and allow yourself to go within, find that place of happy, 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 and enjoy the rest of today and the weekend. All right, come on back Monday. We have High Vibe Day and the High Vibe message for the week and the angel message for the week, as well as our Monday read. All right, and maybe Monday I will do the unboxing, because I still haven't unboxed this deck. And I haven't blessed it or anything, so that's part of the unboxing. And I'll show you how I do it, all right? Might be similar to some other people, but we'll do that on Monday. All right, take care. And if you have your art projects, I hope that you have fun with them. I mean, I certainly have fun with mine. And I am taking off as of my next call, and then I'm off until Monday. All right, take care. Come on back to Wisdom from the Angels. This is Carolyn. Have an amazing